7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this crazy mother.
We're back. It's Friday, we're walking, I'm talking, you might be listening. This is a video series for anybody who doesn't know already that is designed to give me extra motivation to get out, be active, be healthy. And every day so far, right now I'm at 12 days of hitting my step goal. We're gonna keep at it. I don't make videos on the weekend just because it's a little bit complicated and a little more difficult. So we'll be back on Monday once this video is over. Today, I want to have a topic that's a little more fun, similar to the dream car garage topic we had, I think on Wednesday. Today, I just want to talk about my dream 10-car garage. For this, there's no budget. This is just 10 cars that I love more than anything else and would love to own. Will I ever own them? Probably not, because some of these cars on this list are well into the 7 figures. But that said, let's get into it. Starting with number 1, we're gonna start with kind of an obvious one. My favorite car of all time, the McLaren P1. For those that don't know, it launched a little over $1 million. It is now well north of that, but it is McLaren's newest not newest, because it's now, I want to say it's like 4 or 5 years old, but it is the most recent McLaren hypercar. It's got 900 horsepower combined between an electric motor and a twin turbo V8. It is beautiful. That's one of the biggest things about it for me, is that the look of this car is just spectacular. It's got all the right curves, all the right lines. It is just stunning. And yeah, there's a reason it's on this list. It's one of my favorite cars of all time. And yeah, so number 1, McLaren P1. Number 2, Koenigsegg Agera RS. This is once again a multi-million-dollar car. It is the quintessential hypercar. It is beautiful. It is decimatingly fast. Has all sorts of active aero, all sorts of cool tech. It's the first car with hollow carbon fiber wheels. And Christian von Koenigsegg is not only the nicest human being, I actually met him at the Detroit Auto Show and he was wonderful. Throw in a picture here. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, it has to be a Koenigsegg RS in that garage because that car is just magnificent. So, next we have we need a Ferrari. So the Ferrari that I would choose for all of the Ferraris has to be the Ferrari 458 Speziale. The reason the 458 Speziale holds such a big heart is A, it's a mid-engine Ferrari. Mid-engine Ferraris are always cool. Even the Dino is fantastic. It almost made the list, but it didn't. We'll talk about it another day. But the 458 Speziale is the last naturally aspirated V8 Ferrari. It's going up in value, which means I'll probably never own it. But it's gorgeous, it's fast, it has such function and purpose. I don't think it couldn't make this list. That's my number 3. Number 4, let's stay in Italy. This time, we're going with a company founded by Ferruccio Lamborghini. Sorry, I had to do that. Which is the Lamborghini Murcielago Super Veloce. Yeah, what can I say? It's a Murcielago, it's a V12, the doors go like this. Had to have a Lambo on the list, and that is definitely the Lambo that should be on the list because, yeah, the Aventador is cool. The Centenario, which is a special edition, I guess, version of the Lamborghini Aventador, it was really close to bumping the Murcielago SV off. But there's something about the Murcielago, oh no, It's Murcielago. I am wrong, sorry, mispronounced. I used to call it the Murcielago. I realize now it is the Murcielago. So, Murcielago SV. Number 5, let's go with something beautiful, something drop dead gorgeous. This Aston Martin DBS, specifically the one that was in Casino Royale. Like that same silver, either that or maybe a British Racing green. But that car, I love Aston Martin for its beauty. That car has the beauty, it has the hips, it has the lines that make an Aston Martin an Aston Martin. But it also has this elegant aggression to it. It has a sharpness, an edge to it. And that really just makes it, I think, one of the most beautiful, magnificent cars that has been produced ever. And that's why it's number 5 on my list. For the next 2, I'm gonna jump into some off-road, because for my dream garage, I have to have some off-road cars. So let's get into it. First, with the Ford, the second generation Ford Raptor. I love the first generation Raptor. That second generation just refines everything, refines the look, refines the comfort, refines the performance, and that V6 is just a monster. I know a lot of people were a little upset that the V8 didn't stick around, but I mean, that V6 is in the Ford GT and it makes hilarious amounts of power. So I can't say enough about it. That's why number 6 on my list of 10, or it's number 6 in my dream car garage. Whew. Climbed a little hill there. Number 7. This is a car that I've always liked. It's kind of gonna be a weird car for a lot of people, but Jeep XJ Cherokee, specifically like a 2001. That car, I feel, is like the perfect off-roader. It's boxy, but also gently smooth. And yeah, the doors don't come off easily. Yeah, it's not the perfect off-roader. Yeah, it's a unibody, but that car just looks so good. It looks, I hasten to say, it might be the perfect looking SUV. And it's why it absolutely deserves a place on the list. Would I engine swap it? Maybe. I do really like that 4.0 V6, but it'd be cool to throw a Hemi in it. But for me, leave stock powertrain, upgrade axles, upgrade wheels, upgrade tires, upgrade suspension, put in basically a marine interior, because that thing is gonna get submerged. And that's gonna be my number 7 in my personal garage, because I want 2 off-road cars. One that's a little bit more practical, that I can drive around and that I can take off-road with my bikes. The other one, the Jeep, is really more if I want to go out in the woods, go camping, drive up a mountain. That's that car. Or go to Moab, which Moab is fantastic. If you've never been to Moab, go to Moab. So number 8, we're getting towards the end of the list, and I haven't thrown anything from Japan on there, and that's where that stuff is going to come in. Number 1 is going to be the obvious one, a Nissan R34 GTR Skyline. That car has always been my dream car since I first played a Gran Turismo, a Forza, and that car was on the cover. I love it to death. It is super cool. It's got amazing technology. It was way ahead of its time. I'm falling down a cliff. Beautiful 6-speed manual, has that RB26 twin turbo in it. It has to be in the garage. There's no other option. So that's number 8. Number 9, I need something German, because I haven't done something German yet. And that's gonna be I really would like to throw a CTS wagon in. Unfortunately, I don't have the room. I would love to throw a high performance Volvo in there. It's, again, not enough space. Part of me was really leaning towards the E92 M3, because that's the only year with the V8. Has a manual. Not my favorite styling, and that kind of is what turned the tide. So number 9 in my garage, is going to be the E46 BMW M3 CSL specifically. Wasn't available here, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but if I had enough money to build this garage, I'd figure out a way to get the CSL over here. But that car has the right amount of balance. It's got the right amount of power for what it is. It's not overpowered, it's not crazy, it's just kind of perfect. It's like the best vanilla ice cream, which I'm a personal fan of vanilla, so this makes more sense to me than some of you who prefer more exotic flavors. But that car is, it's good at everything, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. The E46 M3 was always going to take a spot in this garage, even though there's some M cars that I like better on certain days. It is the one that I always come back to, which is why it takes spot number 9. And for my last and final parking spot in the garage, I needed something rally. I was really thinking about the 22B Subaru because I adore that car. The Eagle Eye Subaru WRX STI, very much on the short list, along with the Evo 9. I love those cars to death. It was really, really close to an Audi Quattro too, to fill that 10th spot, but it can't, because that 10th spot needs to be filled with a Delta Integrale HV. That Lancia is just special. It holds a special place in my heart. It's a special car. It's a rally winning car. It looks insane, and it embodies that Group B rally spec. So, with that done, that's my 10-car garage. Be McLaren P1, Koenigsegg Agera RS, Lamborghini Murcielago SV, got it correct that time, Ferrari 458 Speziale, Aston Martin DBS, Ford Raptor, Jeep XJ, Nissan Skyline R34, BMW E46 M3, and a Delta Integrale HF. So that's my 10-car garage. It's not perfect. There's other cars I would love. I would love a 100-car garage because I could fill every spot with something I like or love. But to narrow it down to 10, that would be it. Obviously, this is something that I could never afford. This would be like, if given unlimited budget to buy cars, what would I buy? Probably that list. But yeah, so in the comments, if you want, leave your personal list below and tell me what you think. What would you change in my list? But with that, that's all for today. It's all for this week. This has been Walking and Talking episode 9. Thank you for joining me. Peace.